Good morning, everyone. I'm Professor Nalin Thakur. I'm one of the Vice Presidents of this university. It's my great pleasure to welcome you all to the University of Manchester and the splendid surroundings of the Whitworth Hall for this ceremony. The graduation weeks are the most important events in our university's calendar. It is, of course, the time when we celebrate and recognize formally the magnificent achievements and the hard work of our graduates. Importantly, it's also the time when we have the privilege and the pleasure to host families and friends of our graduates. We're delighted to see so many of you here today. A very warm welcome to you all. We hope you enjoy our hospitality and have a wonderful day. Thank you for the support and encouragement you've given to our students during their studies, which has been so important in their success, which we are celebrating here today. Like all of us, you can be extremely proud of what they've achieved. Graduates, congratulations to you all on your hard work and achievements. The skills, knowledge, and experience you've developed during your time with us, both inside and outside the lecture theatre, have given you a strong platform to not only build your career and achieve your goals, but also to succeed in the face of any obstacles you meet in the future. The balance you've struck between life and study, the relationships you've formed, have made you the people you are today. 2024 marks the beginning of your next journey, but it's also an important year in the journey of our university. This year, we mark our bicentenary and 200 years of learning, innovation, research, and community, of which you all have been an essential part. This is an important time for us all, a time to reflect on the past, just as you're now reflecting on your time here. Our history is one of education, innovation, global influence, and change, of pioneers and pioneering discoveries. This year is an opportunity to celebrate not just the Nobel laureates and groundbreaking research, but every member of our community, the lecturers, tutors, researchers, librarians, caterers, domestic staff, well-being staff, res life officers, and student union representatives. The people you've met and the experiences you've shared are as central to making you the person you are today as the degree you will shortly hold in your hands. It is our people that make us who we are. It is likely that is what drew you to Manchester, along with the city itself. As the UK's first industrial city, Manchester continues to lead the way today, whether through its advocacy for equality, its innate creativity, or the warmth and humour of its people. Our students are a huge part of this. Once you've lived here in Manchester, you are an honorary Mancunian for life. And in this spirit, when you decided to study at the University of Manchester, you chose to make your mark on the future, both for yourselves and for the greater good of society and the environment. As the first university in the UK to set social responsibility as a core goal, we encourage all our students to engage in transformational activities, both in their studies and beyond, to help them stand out, consider their place in the world, and make a difference. Throughout the course of your studies and life at Manchester, you will have gained the skills and knowledge to find success and become responsible leaders of tomorrow. We will be proudly watching as you make your mark on the world, making this world a better place, more equal, more just, more sustainable. You are graduating from a university that is not only ranked in the top 40 academically in the world, it is ranked number 1 in UK, number 1 in Europe, and second in the world for 2 consecutive years for our impact against the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. Indeed, we are the only university in the world to rank in the top 10 for social and environmental impact in every year of the global rankings. This fantastic achievement shines a light on our core values and recognizes what we can achieve together, delivering benefits for the good of society and transforming lives for the better. Reflecting on your time here, during your studies, you've all, in your own way, enriched and contributed to the University of Manchester as it exists today. You have helped shape the future for those who will follow in your footsteps. The university is changing and will continue to change for the better because of you. So today is just as much about honoring you for this valuable contribution as for your success in your studies. Today is a hugely important milestone, and you should celebrate your success, but this is the beginning of your journey and your association with Manchester, not the end. Our support for you continues beyond today's celebration. Our career service will continue to offer help and guidance for 2 years, and you can make good use of our world-class libraries. When you leave here, you will join the largest alumni committee of any campus-based university in the UK. We are proud to have over 500,000 graduates living and working in more than 190 countries around the world, all linking back to Manchester. As alumni, you can help future students in so many ways, as ambassadors of the university, through student placements and employment, and directly in ongoing development of the university. As we look forward to what our third century could bring, know that you are a vital part of our future. As Manchester graduates, our doors will be always open to you. This will always be your university. Finally, I would like to add that my colleagues and I consider it a great honor and privilege to be involved in education of people of all ages and from all parts of the world. So a heartfelt thank you to you all for giving us the opportunity to play a part in your education. On behalf of the university, I congratulate all of you who are graduating here today on your excellent academic achievement, and I wish you every success in your future careers. Leave here today with justified pride in what you've achieved. Be a credit to yourselves, to your families and friends, to the communities in which you live and work, to your chosen professions, and to your university. Be always inspired by our university's motto: knowledge, wisdom, humanity. Boldly pursue new ideas without fear of failure. Use your skills, your knowledge, the experience you've gained here to benefit others, to benefit the wider society. Thank you. It's my pleasure to introduce Lexi Baines, Union Affairs Officer for Students' Union. Lexi is graduating from the University of Manchester this year. In her new role, she's the primary student representative for the Students' Union, chairing the union's trustee board and directing the union's governance and democracy work. She'll be on the university's board of governors, representing student interests at the highest level across this institution. Lexi.
Thank you, Nalin. Welcome, everyone. You're all looking very fancy and formal, and so am I in this puffy hat. It feels weird to be given this speech because I haven't even graduated yet. But in a few days' time, I'll be sat where you're sitting and feeling all the same emotions you're feeling: excitement, apprehension, nerves. To be honest, I think my biggest fear is that I walk up those steps and trip over, but if that does happen to you, don't worry. There is a glass of Prosecco or a cupcake, or both if you're lucky, waiting for you in the tent afterwards. Your graduation is a culmination of your time here at the University of Manchester. This graduation is an academic milestone, representing all of your hard work, long nights in the library, and the number of iced coffees you've bought on campus over the past 3 years or more. I'm sure that many of you have already reflected on the various challenges and successes you've experienced here. The seminars which have been unusually quiet, the grades you've received, the course mates you've met. You've spent the past 3 or more years working towards a degree, and you've achieved it. More than that, you've earned it. It's a special moment, but graduation represents so much more than just your academic journey. It also accumulates the other journeys you've undertaken here at the university and in Manchester. The last 3 years or more have helped to shape you into the person sat here in this hall today. Whether you've thrown yourself into society, joined academic extracurriculars, balanced a job alongside a degree, spent too much time on the magic bus, or performed taste tests of the different fast food venues in and around student hotspots, the person you are dressed in your undergraduate or postgraduate robes is different to the one who applied to university on UCAS or respective application systems. Your personal achievements are just as important, if not more, than your academic achievements. I know a few people in the room today. With that set, I also know a few things about their time in Manchester which won't make their LinkedIn post. I've seen them develop into the person they are, and it's so inspiring to think that I'll also be with them as they develop in the future, whether their futures are in careers related to their degrees or, as I know is often the case, completely paradoxical. I know that their futures are so bright. In this room, regardless of what your degree is by title, I know that by choice we have everyone from the future of our incredible NHS workforce to film critics, engineers and analysts. In just over an hour's time, you'll no longer be a graduand, but a graduate of the University of Manchester. Some of you may be pursuing a further education here or elsewhere, but for many, the abrupt shift between being a student to being a graduate is filled with emotion. It can seem anything from daunting to exciting to a relief. So before I leave you to celebrate different people who've shaped you both as a person and as a student, whether that be family, friends, academics, or even the people who've been silently cheering you on from the sidelines, I want to say a huge well done. From one student to another, to be sat here today is amazing. I mean, the amount of brainpower in this room is also amazing. As you graduate, it might seem like one door is closing, but another one is opening and the future is ahead of you. Thank you.
First, I should like to congratulate all of our students on behalf of the School of Biological Sciences. Today's celebration is a wonderful opportunity to celebrate your success in the company of friends and family. It is also an important event which marks a new chapter, the beginning of the next phase of your lives. To get to this point, you've all worked exceptionally hard, many of you in the face of personal challenges or adversity. One of the pleasures of being a lecturer is seeing this journey in progress, watching students develop from the shy, quiet, uncertain first years that we met in Welcome Week into resilient, resourceful, and determined graduands. A key part of your degree is the final year project, and this is an opportunity to delve deep into a particular area of science. While many of you undertook final year projects in cutting-edge research labs, other of you did education projects where you designed innovative teaching materials to communicate science to other students or the public. Many of you also took in enterprise projects where you learned how to turn research discoveries into successful business ventures. And this year, we also ran an environmental sustainability project aimed at reducing waste and pollution caused by our research. Just to give you an example of some of the projects that our students have undertaken this year, Maggie Melbourne and Charlotte Rothwell developed a multimedia resource and an informative leaflet to help tenants recognise household mould and how to prevent it. Archie Butler created a digital magazine called Human Wildlife Conflict News to help educate and promote discussions on the complexity of human-wildlife conflict. Ornella Trombetta and Yung Yu Yang carried out projects aimed at greening research protocols by reducing plastic usage and replacing environmentally harmful chemicals. These projects demonstrate how, in addition to learning about bioscience, as part of your degree, you have developed a strong set of transferable skills, giving presentations, organising your time, report writing, all of which will enhance your employability and help you secure the jobs that you aspire to. In addition to studying for your degree, many of you will have taken on leadership roles, such as being a student rep or sitting on an academic committee. Some of you were ambassadors or contributed to our peer-assisted study scheme and supported our first-year students in the transition to university life. I would like to say a big thank you to all of you who volunteered your time. I'm sure that all of your efforts will look fantastic on your CVs and help you onto the first rung of the ladder of your chosen career. Many of you will already have secured jobs or a place on a master's or a PhD program. But if you're still looking or you haven't yet decided what you want to do next, then remember that the University Careers Service will support you and they will still be there for you for up to 2 years after you graduate. So please contact them if you need to. So to every single one of you, we all wish you the very best for the future, and we hope that you all go on to realise your ambitions. And I'd like to finish by thanking you all collectively for your contribution to our school and faculty and university success. So this will always be your university, so please keep in touch with us so that we can help celebrate your triumphs and follow your progress as graduates of the University of Manchester. Thank you.
Vice President, on behalf of the Senate of the University, I present to you for the degree of Master of Science, Microbiology with Honours, Nathaniel James Chesworth. And for the degree of Bachelor of Science, Microbiology with Honours, Daniel Hakim Tam bin Haris Tam. Alexander Thomas Boys. Thea Ruby Coulson. Mary Goff. Nina Lydia Gorner. Petar Gyurchev. Thomas Min Tat Khan. Maisie Ann Melbourne Dunn. Amy Picken. Alice Mai Presley. Mariam Shazad. Ephraim Sitlakidis. And in microbiology with industrial professional experience with honours, Caroline Sarah Miller. Riley Scott. And for the degree of Master of Science Zoology with honours, Jennifer Ann Foster. And for the degree of Bachelor of Science Zoology with honours, Maria Gabriella Armstrong. Archie Butler. Edward Chandler Hicks. Julian Alexander Catralia. Charlotte Cockerill. Zachariah Eason. Emma Killeen. Yuna Kimura. Shirley Filbert. Morgan Maria Santos. Daniel Tree. Isabella Williams. And in zoology with industrial professional experience with honours, Morgan Jarvis. Francesca Laura Tyrrell. Rhiannon Angarad Wooldridge. And in zoology with a modern language with honours, Tallulah Bailey. Avner Joe LeBeuf Bordelais. Molly Olivia Dugan. Lewis Gordon Middleton. Abby Alyssa Miller. Kian Murray.
Vice President, on behalf of the Senate of the University, I present to you for the degree of Master of Science, Biochemistry with honors. Thomas Archer. Gennaro Contursi. Hannah Coveney. Alasdair Dali. Holly Louise Gahan. Raoul Martin Hilder Nine. Sumaya Iman Khan. Thomas George Littleford. Shua Mustafa. Jasmine Need. Also graduating with an Outstanding Academic Achievement Award, Matthew John Neal. Joshua Nettleship. Eduardo Tancredi. Chung Kai Tang. Martina Trantalowska. Juan Vinacourt. Caitlin Wright. And for the degree of Bachelor of Science Biochemistry with honors, Sieda Sarah Ahmad. Moza Nasser Hamdan bin Amar Al-Ghafri. Dennis Gabriel Barahona Kayas. Charlotte Elizabeth Ireland Caldwell. Benjamin Morgan Corey. Sinead Curtis. Joseph Daniels. Samir Sharif Debnam. Thomas Elliot Wilfred Drew. Ethan Fernando. Lorella Gasparo. Benjamin Haran. Thomas Oscar Houston. Austeia Yankeviciute. Alice Rebecca Jenkinson. Miguel Jobrayel. Nida Khalid. India Elizabeth King. Hayden Martin McDonald. Oborogene Ruth Ogbevire. Crystal O'Kin. Vinay Kartike Parekh. Katie Rose Richardson. Elizabeth Rose Ridd. Dan Roberts. Elliot Alexander Robertson. Meishan Rong. Tatva Shah. Mina Catherine Suckett. Iman Ayaz Sultan. Syed Marwan Bid Sian Jafar. Daniel John Tully. Ted Vernon. Yona Henry Weisselberg. And in biochemistry, with industrial professional experience with honors, Emily Brown. Felix Clifton Sprigg. Eve Corners. Tamsim Anika Ederes. Joseph Martin Jacob Griffith. Emily Hogg. Ayla Elizabeth Jarrett. Rowan Esme Annie John. Emilia Crigeston. Eloise June Lipscomb. Natalie Manoharan. Haley Roche. Freya Elizabeth Thomas. Also graduating with an Outstanding Academic Achievement Award, Abigail Walton. Nicholas Francis Warren. Jay White. And in biochemistry with a modern language with honors, Daniel Chapman. Monisha Day. Louis Dufresne. Lauren Finney. Isabel Gao. Sophie Caroline Reed.
Vice President, on behalf of the Senate of the University, I present to you for the degree of Master of Science, Biomedical Egyptology, Valérie Boudet. And for the degree of Bachelor of Science, Developmental Biology with Honours, Ogenefega Oyei. Freya Sanctuary. Nikhil Manav Varadaria. And developmental biology with industrial professional experience with honours, Catriona Isabel Laverty. And for the degree of Master of Science, Cell Biology with honours, Drew Lewis Thornley. And for the degree of Bachelor of Science, Cell Biology with honours, Yabeen Kim. Also graduating with an Outstanding Academic Achievement Award, Nabil Aldam. And in Cell Biology with a Modern Language with honours, Eleanor Russell. And for the degree of Master of Science, Medical Biochemistry with honours, Fraser Guy. Mohammed Rayed Hussein. Arisha Theodora Malakapol. Alexandra Mukasa. Sekinat Sonmunu. And for the degree of Bachelor of Science, Medical Biochemistry with honours, Dalia Gulnaz Aziz. Matthew Morritt. Julia Oliveira Lima. Haja Muredi. Aisha Nikita Patel. Lucy Casada Getgood. Gonzalo Quintanilla Payet. Nien Yu Yang. And in Medical Biochemistry with Industrial Professional Experience with honours, Mila Volic. And for the degree of Master of Science, Molecular Biology with honours, Emma Louise Blackledge. Hannah Emilia Maria Negol. Matthew Edward Price. Fabio Rossi. And for the degree of Bachelor of Science, Molecular Biology with honours, Grace Jowsey. And in Molecular Biology with Industrial Professional Experience with honours, Emily Joy Hogben. Ornella Gemma Trombetta.
Vice President, on behalf of the Senate of the University, I present to you for the degree of Master of Science Biology with Honours, Christopher Bryant. Faith Rebecca Denny. C.D. Durant. Kiniston Taylor. And for the degree of Bachelor of Science Biology with Honours, Ahmed Akobani. Phoebe Boole. Clara Buccianti. Rebecca Chalice. Holly Ann Cook. Thomas Coulthurst. Myron Endine. Natasha Fox. Francis Ryan Fronda. Jinsao Guo. Melanie Dieu avec moi, Happy Timbu. Cora Emilia Q. Esther May Kirby. Joe Knox. Ruchitha Kotyal Prakash Hampol. Louisa Littlewood. Sasha Martin. Drew Lydia Mason. Kezia McArdle. Patrick McCune. Joshua Mitchell. Madeline Norburn. Elizabeth Sean Mary Parry. Emilia Grace Petruccelli. Joe Pilling. Martina Anna Poles. Charlotte Antonia Roberts. Jessica Robinson. Charlotte Lucy Rothwell. Ella Shafto. James Stapleton. Leilani Sydenham. Yuri Takamatsu. Grace Ann Tarpey. Luca Emiliano Tempone Robledo. Maham Wariak. Jude Woodcock. Ben Woodhead. Junyao Wu. And in biology, with industrial professional experience with honors, Grace Baker. Lydia Jane Cresswell. Hannah Gallimore. Victoria Levery. Lauren Jane Manning. Jakub Mieczysław Peczek. Tegan Bailey Rickwood. Annabelle Sari Robson. Elsa Stocking. Jasmine Tate. Emma Turner. Celia Waugh. Martina Williams. Anna Maria van der Zwalu. And in biology with science and society with honors, Ellie Burns. James Gander. Matilda Potts. And in biology with science and society, with industrial or professional experience, with honors, Georgia Elizabeth Brown. And in biology with a modern language, with honors, Madeleine Abel. Edward Files. Sophie Hannah Kilke. Serena Catherine Latchford Phillips. From the Faculty of Science and Engineering, from the School of Engineering, for the degree of Bachelor of Science, Computer Science with honors, Thomas Kurt Avison Shimoda. From the Faculty Biology of Medicine and Health, for the degree Doctor of Philosophy, Thomas O'Toole. Fatima Salawu Abdulhakim Ikolaba. Carlson Helder Reis de Carvalho, Jr. From the School of Biological Sciences and for the degree Bachelor of Science, Biology with honors, Leonor de Lara Escatin. From the Faculty of Humanities, from the School of Social Sciences, and for the degree of Master of Science, Data Science, Environmental Analytics, Ifeoma Vivian Udoye.
Congratulations, you're now graduates of this wonderful university. Let us take a moment to acknowledge those who've given so much of themselves to get you to this point. Your parents, families, friends, and supporters, many of whom are with us today, and of course the many more who are unable to be here to share this special occasion with you. While you may not realize it, you would not be the person you are today without those who surround you. Students, please stand if you're able to. Please turn to your supporters, be they family, friends, or university staff, and show them your appreciation with as much noise as you can make. Reflecting on your time at the university, I'm sure you'll want to acknowledge the dedicated people who've been an important part of your life at the university and played a vital role in your success that we are celebrating today. The academic staff who've taught you and guided you with your studies, the administrative staff who've made sure the place works and helped you find your way through systems and processes, and also those amazing people who largely work without getting noticed to make sure we're safe, the place is clean, we get food and drinks. When something is broken, it gets fixed, and those who build, maintain, and upgrade our facilities. So please join me in thanking the incredible professional services and academic staff at our university who are represented here today. And once again, please, as much noise as possible. Now, this is for you. Can I ask all guests to please stand if you're able to and join me in congratulating our graduates on their magnificent achievements. And now you know the drill. It goes without saying, make as much noise as possible. Many congratulations from all of us. I wish you every success and happiness in your future lives and careers. All that remains for me to do is to wish you all a wonderful day of celebrations and a safe journey home. I now declare this graduation ceremony closed. Please start.